Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be just playing with new makeup. I just have a couple of things that are not new, so I want to get that out of the way. I did not purchase a new blush, so I'll be trying out some blushes I already own in my collection. And I did not purchase a highlighter, so I'll just be using my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. And of course, my primer is not new. Without further ado, oh, and my Dennis & Meyrick's eyeliner isn't new. I may or may not use this, we'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So, the first thing I purchased was the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation in 4.5. Everybody swears by this foundation. I have never tried it. I think that the most comparable foundation to this, from what I've heard from people, this is the packaging by the way, is that this is very, I guess, similar to the Chanel Ultra Latent foundation. And honestly guys, that's one of my holy grail foundations, and if this is not better than that, then I'm sticking with my Chanel, because believe it or not, it is slightly more affordable than this one. This one is, I think, $5 more. My Ultra Latent foundation is $60 the last time I checked. I don't think inflation changed the price of that particular foundation, but if I'm wrong, I'll flash it in the screen down below. I have some acne scars. My skin has been a little tricky lately, so I thought it would be the perfect time to try this foundation because my Chanel Ultra Latent foundation is full coverage, and so I just wanted to see how this would wear. Alright, so this is one pump, and you can see I didn't get too much coverage in that area. So let's go ahead and do another pump. Now, one thing that really confused me about this mascara was the shade range. So normally the higher the number goes, the deeper the shade is. With this particular foundation, it has such a wide shade range that, I mean, well, it has a giant shade range, but that's not necessarily how it works with this foundation. The higher you go doesn't necessarily mean, you know, the deeper it gets. So unless you're like a solid number, like if you're going from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, okay, yes. But within the spectrum, like for example, this one's 4.5, doesn't necessarily mean that, I don't know, for example, 4.6 is gonna be deeper. It has more to do with undertone than anything else. So I actually had to go get shade matched for this foundation at my local Sephora in order to know what shade I was, because I could not guess with the pictures online. I was very confused. So I did get some coverage in that area. I am gonna go ahead and apply just a little bit more just in that area because I just want to see how much coverage this is gonna give me. It is buildable. The finish is nice. For right now, it's not as matte as my Chanel one. It does say that it's luminous, so I can see the luminosity. I'm just wondering how this is gonna work with my combination oily skin. So it provided a little bit of coverage. Not as much as I hoped. So we shall continue. All right, I'm gonna set my face with my Bareminerals translucent powder. I'm almost done with this. I love this setting powder. It just works so well. It's light. So I'm just tapping that on with the It Cosmetics powder brush. And then just tapping, using tapping motions. Now, the reason I decided to get this foundation is because people swear by it. It's a holy grail. Then Sephora was having like a foundation sale and I've always wanted to try it. So I said, well, it's on sale now. I might as well try it. And so I took the plunge. All right, so far it looks good. I can't complain, and I think my reservations is, again, because I'm comparing it to the Chanel Ultra Taunt, and maybe I shouldn't, but I just love that foundation, and it just reminds me so much of that. By the way, this is a luxury foundation, just like the Chanel one. Packaging is beautiful, frosted glass, weighty, in case you guys were wondering. Next, let's go in with some bronzer. I did pick up the Physicians Formula bronzer. I've never tried this bronzer. Again, something else people swear by. So I decided to try it. And let's see if it's good. So this is what it looks like in the packaging. It smells like coconut. It comes with a cute little like sponge applicator, which I'm not going to use because that doesn't seem like that's going to work out. I'm going to go in. Oh, and the mirror's on the bottom, which is strange. So the sponge application is down there, and then you got the powder. I'm going to use that Bareminerals blush brush. Whoa, this is very powdery. I just tapped my brush in there, and that's okay. It's a lot of powder. This is heavily scented, by the way. You can really smell it. I'm just gonna tap it on because I don't know how pigmented this is. Like I said, I've never used it, and so I'm a little bit afraid. Okay, it's a nice shade. I didn't even tell you what shade I got. I got the bronzer shade. This comes in several different shades. It's nice. It blends out nicely. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't mind scented products, but I don't like the smell of this. It smells a lot like straight up coconut oil, and I don't like the smell of coconut oil, believe it or not. I know you're gonna come for me in the comments, I know, but I don't like it. Come to think about it, I don't think I like the smell of coconut. It's not my favorite. I mean, I can tolerate it, but it's not my favorite scent. But this, yeah, it smells like a jar of coconut oil, and there's a lot of kick up in this pan. Moving right along, let's go in with blush. These two blushes I took out are not new. I'm gonna use my Meteorites. This is supposed to be a finishing powder that came out 2 years ago for holiday in this pack. No, was it last year? 2 years? No, 2 years ago. However, this is not actually a finishing powder. It has these colored beads. Let me show them. It has these bronze beads in there that are kind of, and red beads. And so when you put this on the face as a finishing powder, it's more like a blush. So I'm going in with my Real Techniques 400 brush, and this is also known as the blush brush, and I'm just swirling it in there. and let's just see what happens. Exactly my point. Yeah, it's more of a blush than a finishing powder. If I were to put this all over my face would be pink, and that's not really the look I'm going for, you know. I think if you had a deeper skin tone, like if you were in that deep range, this would be great as a finishing powder, but this is straight up pink. Yeah, so it has a beautiful luminosity without it being glittery, and so I plan to use this blush now for the fall season, because I've had it for 2 years and it's time. I don't want this to get old. So the reason I brought out my Chanel Rouge Profonde was because if this didn't work out for me, I would just go with that one. But this worked out just fine. By the way, these Guerlain Meteorites, they smell so good. I wish this came in a perfume. I believe there is a perfume with this exact scent. I don't know what it's called. I don't know where to purchase it, but if you do, leave me a comment down below. Okay, next let me prime my eyelids with some Urban Decay Primer Potion. Next, I'm gonna go in with some of my Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronzer palette. This is in fair medium, but I'm just gonna use the highlight in this. I'm gonna use my Real Techniques contour brush. By the way, it matches my shirt. Isn't that cute? Did I do that on purpose? No, but I'm glad it worked out. And I'm just gonna lightly apply some of that onto my cheekbones. And you would be happy to know that I didn't bring it up into my temples. Shocking, I know. So it's a very subtle highlight. Next, we are going to be demoing a couple of new products. Let me go ahead and list them off for you. So we have the TooFaced Better Than Chocolate eyeshadow palette. We have the TooFaced brown mascara that came out with this collection, which I'm not going to mention because I don't want my video to be demonetized. And then I also picked up a TooFaced brow wig, eyebrow formula thing. And I picked up the new Lancome Le 8 Hypnose mascara and a Buxom full-on plumping lip cream in Wild Orchid. So let's go ahead and start off with the eyeshadow palette, shall we? So I love the box. I love all of the TooFaced chocolate palettes. I own them all. I've completely used up the chocolate bonbon one. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I hit pan and I used that entire palette earlier this year. But what I love about this packaging is I love how they have put the shades on the top here. And the reason I love that is because I usually keep my palettes in their boxes just because I feel like it preserves them better. And having the shade colors on the top makes me it makes it easier to see the color scheme. So when I'm deciding what palette I want to use for the day, I can say, okay, I'm looking at this color story and maybe this is what I want for today, instead of having to go off of memory every time. So I do like that. Now I have not purchased a TooFaced palette since it was sold by the original owner, Gerard. So this is gonna be interesting because I am very familiar with the TooFaced formula, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is not as heavily scented. It does smell like chocolate as their other chocolate palettes, and I'm a little bit upset about it because I do love the smell of chocolate and I was expecting big things. And I mean, I understand they're trying to probably cater to people who are sensitive to fragrance, but I don't like that. I'm gonna be just using my Sony G brushes here. I I washed them, so let's see how they perform today, because I haven't been impressed so far. If you guys watch my other videos, I haven't been too impressed with this brush set. So, okay. We have got some interesting colors here. This, like I said, I own all the other palettes, but I had to pick this one up because I'm sure you guys have noticed you can't pick up the chocolate palettes anymore. You can't find them anywhere. I don't know why. I don't know if they're being reformulated or they're being discontinued. I don't know. But I picked this up because I love the chocolate bars, and I specifically love the semi-sweet. And this reminds me of semi-sweet, which, by the way, let me just show you. This is semi-sweet. And this is, so that blue drew me in. And so I picked it up, and the purples, I really loved the purples. And just for the sake of this video, let me show you what the original chocolate bar looks like. So they are different. I feel like the ones in Better Than Chocolate is a little bit more, these colors are more vibrant. I'm gonna start off with Bite Me, which is a really pretty peach shade. And I'm just gonna apply that all over my lid here. Formula is soft. Now, the reason I'm a little bit sad that the fragrance in this is not as strong is because I don't know if it's gonna last, you know, in the palette. Because, you know, if you guys have the OG palettes, those things still smell. Even after a year of having them, they smell. Okay, so I love this shade, and I'm putting this on my eyelid and just bringing up whatever's left on my brush into the crease. After washing these brushes, they're much softer, but I've only used one shade, so let's see how this goes. All right, next I'm going to go in with the Crease Pro brush, and I really want to dig into the purple, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into Midnight Snack, which is this purple right here, and I'm going to just apply that on the outer corner of my crease. So I will be doing two different looks. So I'll do one look on one eye and then another look on the other, just so that we can kind of see how this palette performs. I love that purple shade right there. That is really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, next. So now I'm gonna go in with What the Fudge, which is this pretty little chocolatey bronze shade, but I feel like it has a red undertone, and I just want to concentrate it on the outer corner of my lid right here. Oh yeah, it has a very prominent red base, and just kind of working that on the lid, not in the crease. So I'm not touching the purple shade I just laid down, just laying that on the lid. And now, using my Builder Pro, I'm gonna go into Sugar Rush, which is that beautiful purple shade, because you know that this video was not gonna pass you by without me touching that shade. And then I'm just gonna apply that to the center. Ooh, that's pretty. It is definitely this is a topper shade. It is translucent and beautiful. Wow, that is nice. Ooh, I like that. Okay, now I want to go in, actually, I'm gonna go back with the, what is this? Crease Pro. And I'm gonna go back into Midnight Snack just because I want to define it just a little bit more. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Love that. Okay, now let's use some of Milk It, which is this white sparkly shade right here. And I'm gonna apply that into this inner corner just to see how that's going to transition. I'm not seeing anything. I have zero color. I have zero color. Anybody, is anybody catching that? Okay, that did nothing. Let me try my finger. Interesting. I'm swatching this on my finger and it feels like a strange formula. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I guess this is one of those formulas you gotta use your finger. You guys see that? Because my brush was not able to pick that up. That's pretty. I like the transition of, and it's not a flat white, it's actually a pearly iridescent shade. So I love that. All right, let's move on to the other eye. I'm gonna go in with the Worker Pro, and let's go ahead and put I'm the Dessert right here. I'm gonna put that all over the lid. Actually, no. Let's go with Buttercream. Let's try Buttercream. Let's apply that as a base first. Over Bite Me, because I wanna, just in the center, I wanna give it a little bit of light. Okay, now let's go in with I'm the Dessert. I'm using the same brush. I just wiped it off. Oh goodness, that's beautiful. So I'm not getting a lot of kick up, in case you guys are wondering, with these shades. And on this eye, I'm gonna do a little bit of layering. I wanna see how these shimmery shades are gonna layer. I'm definitely gonna go in to that green, which is, I'm not gonna mention the name because it's, you guys can read it for yourself. It's a little, it's gonna cause me problems with YouTube, so. Oh my goodness, it is a beautiful olive green with a gold undertone, and I know that green is very in for this season. That is beautiful. You guys seen that? Oh, I love that. Wow, that's very pretty. I love it. Okay, next I'm going to go back in with, what is this, the Builder Pro. And I'm gonna use Gold Digger, which is the gold shade. I'm gonna pop that in the center of the lid. This seems to be another one of these topper shades, so let's see how that works. Oh wow, that's pretty. You guys seeing that? That's beautiful. Now I'm gonna drag it to the outer corner That's beautiful. And I'm gonna try to do like a radiant kind of ombre effect. So I've applied a Gold Digger from the middle of the eye to the end. And now I wanna go in with Milk It, which is a pearly iridescent shade. I'm gonna use my finger. Actually, let me try it with the Builder Pro. Let's see if it picks it up. I'm gonna apply Milk It from the inner corner all the way to the center because I wanna see how that's gonna layer on top of the gold. Oh God, wow, 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 wow. That is beautiful. It creates a shift from white to rose gold pink. That's really, really pretty. I love that. Okay, now let's use the Pencil Pro brush, and I want to go into, let's go into Cake My Day, which is kind of like a clay brown. I'm using my pencil brush. I'm gonna keep this close to the lash line up here, just in the outer corner, and then use what's left on my brush to drag it just on the outer corner of the eye. All right, let's wipe this clean. And then I wanna go in with Brownie Points, which is a much deeper brown, it is a matte shade. And I'm gonna apply that one to the other eye. Again, just concentrating on the outer corner here, and then using what's left on the brush to just do the outer corner of the eye. This is a very fall geared palette, as you can see. I'm gonna use my Blender Pro. This is clean. It is a much bigger crease brush than the Crease Pro. And I'm gonna use this to soften the edges here and kind of just blend everything together. For my particular skin tone, this palette does not have a brow bone highlight. That Milk It shade is just, it's way too you know, iridescent to be any kind of brow bone shade. I mean, my skin tone is not gonna agree with that. Now let's try the eyeliner. So here is the eyeliner. The shade is called Chocolate. I smelled it. It doesn't smell like chocolate. It says that this formula is waterproof, extremely long wear for up to 24 hours. There's no fading, flake proof, it's smudge proof, intense pigment. I'm gonna tell you right now, the point on this eyeliner is so thin that you can definitely tightline with this. Look how thin that is. It's insane. Like, let me just, and it is a true chocolate brown shade. It is absolutely stunning. I really like this eyeliner. The only thing that worries me is you do have to shake this before use, but what worries me is that upon application, the eyeliner formula seems a bit dry, so I'm not really sure how long this is gonna last. I expected it, because it's new, to be a little bit more wet, but actually it's a bit dry, so we'll see. Now let's go in with the Lancome Le8 Hypnose mascara. I have heard that this is a serum infused volumizing mascara. Comes in this beautiful glass bottle. I mean, this is absolutely luxurious. It is very heavy in the hands. So I've heard really good things about this mascara. Supposedly, it revitalizes the lashes over time, conditions them, makes them super soft. So we'll see. Obviously, time will tell. but I will update you on this. But let's go ahead and see how this applies. So of course I'm going to be using my Ricky ×5 little magnetizing mirror. Okay, let me show you the bristles on this. The bristles on this wand, not my favorite. I prefer something a little bit more splayed out, but you know, let's see. Again, the formula is a bit dry. Not what I'm used to. Usually mascara, new mascaras have like a wet consistency. It does a good job at separating the lashes. There isn't any clumping, which is good. Here's one coat of the mascara. Let's go ahead and apply a second coat just to see how this builds up. Here we have a second coat of the mascara. Again, the formula is pretty dry, so I don't know really how long this is gonna last in my collection. I'm a little bit scared about that because this mascara was expensive. Okay. Now let's go in with Brow Wig from TooFaced. I got Soft Brown. And let's see how we like this formula. So this is what the packaging looks like. It has a sweet scent. And supposedly this has like fibers to kind of make it, you know, look a little bit more realistic. So let me see if the camera's gonna pick this up. Let me show you what this looks like. You see those little hairs kind of sticking out? So those are the fibers in the formula. Now I have thick eyebrow hairs, so really what I use brow gel, well, these brow formulas for, is to bring a little bit of life to the color of my brows after applying eyeshadow. It looks good so far. I got a little bit on my brow there. It looks good. First impressions are nice, actually. I'm actually impressed. I really like the way that this feels. I will keep you guys posted on how I feel about this after I've given it more use, more time. Next, let's go in with the Buxom Lip Cream. This is a plumping lip cream, and this is in Wild Orchid. This is not a new shade, just a new shade to me. Is this really cute lavender shade. Let me swatch this for you guys on the back of my hand here. It is a clear plumping gloss. It is gonna have that minty feeling, but I don't own any lavender lip glosses, and so I thought it would be nice to try something new and different. Feels good. I really love the Buxom formula. I don't buy it for the plumping effect. I buy it because I love their shade range, and I do love that minty sensation on my lips, but that's what it looks like. And I think it matches really well with this purple look. I would need something different for this other eye, but let's go ahead and use this to kind of show you guys both eye looks. So we've got this beautiful green on this side with the gold, And then we've got the purple side. Okay, let me just give you an overall thoughts here. My overall thoughts. I'm impressed with this palette. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't purchased a TooFaced palette in a long time because ever since the company was sold, the formula has been really hit or miss. And I was trying to avoid the disappointment, you know what I mean? But I really do like this palette, and so far it is just as good as the TooFaced formula that I'm used to. So I like this. I just prefer that it had a stronger chocolate scent, because I have a feeling that after like a month you're not going to be able to smell the chocolate on them anymore, and it's a whole reason why people love TooFaced. It's like their staple is that their makeup products are scented. This eyebrow gel, this brow wig, it's really nice. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love the tone, and I really like the way that it feels. It feels like I have nothing on, but it's giving my eyebrows kind of like a weird like filter. It's kind of like I feel like I have a filter on my eyebrows. So I like this. Well, we'll see. Let's talk about this mascara. Not a fan of the dry sensation, because usually when you have a dry formula, it means that your mascara is going bad. But this is serum infused, so I've never used anything like this. Guys, if you've been using this and you know more about this than me, leave me a comment down below, because I'm at a loss. However, I am going to tell you, it is one of the best feeling mascaras I've used. My eyelashes are not crunchy. They're not hard. They're actually soft, which is strange, but I love it. Okay. I will keep you posted on that. I'm going to keep using it. Let's talk about this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I wasn't a fan of this. I'm going to tell you right now, mostly because of the scent. I don't like the smell of coconut oil, and this, I can smell this from here. I just opened this and I'm smelling it from here. That's how heavily scented this is. And I wouldn't mind it if I actually like the scent, but I don't like the scent, so I won't be repurchasing this. I mean, I'll still use it, but because I like the tone, it's nice. And it's definitely a more affordable bronzer, you know, drugstore wise than other ones. But can't do the scent. Can't do it, no. Now let's talk about the Armani Luminous Silk foundation. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that it's different from my Chanel foundation in the sense of it does have a luminosity. However, that worries me because I have oily skin, combination oily skin, so I don't need that luminosity. And so I don't know how that's going to work out for me, truly. But so far, it looks amazing on the skin. And my skin does not look oily, so I like the way that it looks now. But I'm gonna keep using this, and I will get back to you guys as to whether I like this or not. And I think it's worth the money because it's hefty. It's a hefty price. It's a hefty price. I didn't end up using the Danessa Myricks eyeliner in Lilac Quartz because I had used the chocolate and I thought it was going to be overkill, but I really wanted to use it in this eye. Should we use it just for fun, just to see? Fine, why not? Let's do it. By the way, these boxes are the worst. Are the worst to open. And I keep them in the box because, again, to preserve the product. But let's try it on the waterline, shall we? If this grosses you out, you can skip. Fast forward. Oh, that's pretty. Are you guys seeing that? You see how that catches the light? It's actually the exact same shade as the purple shade I put down. Oh, that's pretty. Are you guys seeing that? It's literally that same shade. And it matches the gloss. So I went ahead and I swatched it for you. It's beautiful. I love these Danessa Myricks eyeliners, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't used them long enough to tell you if they're durable, because the pencil of these liners is like really thin, and I'm afraid that these are gonna be super fragile and break off. But it is the holiday season, so I plan to be using these a lot during the holiday season. I'll get back to you on the durability of these. Let's talk about really quick the Buxom Lip Gloss. This is not new. I love this formula. However, the color is a lot less purple than what it applied. So it's a nice little subtle lilac-y shade. I like it. Love the eyeliner. I love the color. And I love the matte finish of it. It's because it's dry, again, just like the mascara, I'm a little worried. We'll see. Let's talk about really quick my Sony G brushes right now. I did wash these and they are significantly softer, and they did perform significantly better than the first couple of times I used them because I hadn't washed them yet. And I heard that you're supposed to wash these before use, and I didn't do that. So now that I have, they are performing better, but we'll see. I'm gonna continue to use these and we'll see how I like them. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video playing with these new products. I kind of wanted to use a couple of new releases that have launched, just because I know the holidays are right around the corner, and I feel like this, I don't know if this is going to be a permanent palette or this is going to be limited edition, and I think this would be a lovely gift for somebody with this really cute chocolate mascara. I mean, eyeliner. I feel like brown eyeliner and brown mascara is all the trend now, so I think that this is a nice little gift for the holidays if you guys are interested in that. Okay, you guys, that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. See you in my next one. Bye.